Same thing every year. So we've been out here about an hour. Brad has already missed 2 squirrels. And I haven't even seen my first one yet. There's a little bit of a twist this year in that these woods are being stalked by a giant man-eating bear. Seriously, a bear that has charged people. So we're both strapped with big honking revolvers as well as our .22s just in case. I don't want to take any chances. How many squirrels did you get this year?
I won't talk about it.
It may look like we're coming back empty-handed, but really we're just coming back to the house for the wheelbarrow. Brad went down to the house, so I'm up here by myself. And I hear a squirrel, but I don't see it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's about 50 yards through the brush. I don't have a shot. All right, squirrels win again. If we can get a railroad car out here, I'll sign an armistice. Luckily, Brad's dad is a better hunter than we are, and he had already shot 4 squirrels this season, and we still had some lunch, some squirrel gravy, mashed potatoes. Now I'm going over to Shovel and Shane's place, and we're gonna fix his computer. Well, tragedy has struck. I have lost my Mora companion. This is a very special knife for me. It's the one that I cut myself with. First time in my life I ever needed stitches. It was on my belt when we were over there on the other ridge. And so I came back to Brad's parents' place to try to look for it before it got dark. But his dad is deer hunting over on the other side of the holler. So I've come to this place, which is where I remember taking my jacket off. I thought maybe that might have dislodged it. But I don't see it, y'all. This isn't good. Here goes the sun down behind the mountain. And I'm out here risking a mauling from the death bear. I'm not even carrying the giant revolver anymore. But this knife, a couple things about this knife. It's a $12 knife. But the sheath it's in, an aftermarket sheath, it costs $20. Yeah, I know. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, and like I said, it's sentimental. It's a knife that I cut myself real bad with, and it's carbon steel. So if it stays out here a night or two, that's it for that knife. It'll rust away to nothing. And I'm not going to be able to come back and look again for weeks. So the stakes are high here. This is what the ground looks like. Of course, the knife is black and green, and it's in a black sheath. I do have a high-vis orange lanyard on it, but it's just a little thing. It could easily be under the leaves somewhere and I'd never see it. Well, that's a negative. Rest in peace, Mora companion. You served me well. And it'll make a good story if we find it next year. Because in spite of our dismal performance, I would like to think that we'll keep up this tradition, even though it's mostly just frustrating at this point. But maybe next year, instead of squirrel hunting, we'll call it rifle hiking. You know, you're hiking, you just happen to have a rifle with you. I think that's a pretty accurate descriptor. Anyway, the bright spot in all of this is that now I get to ask my wife for the little Mora Eldris knife I've been wanting for 2 years, but never could justify buying. So there's that. Because in spite of our dismal performance, I would like to think that we'll keep up this tradition, even though it's mostly just frustrating at this point. But maybe next year, instead of squirrel hunting, we'll call it rifle hiking. You know, you're hiking, you just happen to have a rifle with you. I think that's a pretty accurate descriptor. Anyway, the bright spot in all of this is that now I get to ask my wife for the little Mora Eldris knife I've been wanting for 2 years, but never could justify buying. So there's that. Nope, that's a leaf. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's a leaf. Okay, well, this was the last place that it could have possibly been, because I always get snagged coming through this gate. So, it ain't here. Well, that sucks. Well, another folly in the Gribley's Folly channel. Tune in just after Christmas to see me cut myself real bad with my new Mora Eldris. Thanks for watching. Keep the ends out for the ties that bind.